Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go on the attack first. The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in that game.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Wolverines need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna sling it on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Clark. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines are on the move. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their second sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Wolverines are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. They'll try the right side. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Michigan offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got his man downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They try to get it outside on the left. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the...
It's a seam wide open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Jackson gonna throw it. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
They'll send out the kicker here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They'll give it to the back. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Jackson will throw. Got his man quickly. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll run it again. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Hauls it in. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try to outflank him with the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes the easy completion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by a field goal over BYU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Jackson will throw. It's complete on the right side. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Wants to throw again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Jackson gonna throw it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion.
I love it.
Fires one high and deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
He'll keep it himself. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Red pass, it's complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Pulls it, fired complete. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the 2nd half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. He'll pull it on the read. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Jackson will throw. Fires deep on the run. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hartman.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
To the ground with the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Wolverines send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Hands it off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is a great job by the defense containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Under fire. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The give to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Gets the back moving. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Stumbled to the ground.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gives it on the option. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll run the screen. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The field goal is no good, and it is still a 4-point deficit. First play of the drive comes from the 38. From the gun, running back on the move.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Makes the grab on the left. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Another sack by this defense. But how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jackson will throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fakes to grab. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Kick is in the air. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff to the single back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Oh, he's looking to throw. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Jackson gonna throw it. Steps away. Took care of it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his big tight end. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Rushes on him. Get it out on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he's gotten the lead up to 3 late. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Got the first down and more. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Gives it on the option. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. And it's good from 58 yards out.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple of seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense does not completely screw this thing.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. Jackson will throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. We'll get it started here in overtime. Motion from the wideout. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Oh, it's a reverse. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Let's see what they have on 3rd down as they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. He'll keep it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. No problem at all as he knocks it through, and we'll go to another overtime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
1 extra period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. Here's the pressure. Grabs it in the middle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, Wolverines! That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Jackson gonna throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That ties it up here in double OT, and now they can win it.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back in his hands and let him go win it for you.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week.